Who's that right there?
That's my God.
That's your God?
That's my God.
That's your God.
That's my God.
Your God look, hey, hold on. Your God, hold on, let me show you something. Let me say something. Hold that up for me. So your God, I want y'all to pay attention now. Your God look like the same people that whipped your back.
Bring it up.
Your God look like the same people that put yokes of iron upon your neck. That's what you're trying to tell me? Your God look like the same people that put you on chains and shackles and brought you over here on slave ships. That's what you're trying to tell me? You want me to believe that as a young man? You want me to believe that? Huh? Who is what? This is your people. This is what this devil have done to your people. You don't believe that?
How many genres of the Bible they made?
It's only one. There's a whole bunch of different Bibles, but the only one that you need to read is the King James. Right. The other ones have been changed to nonsense. Right. For example, they take color out of the Bible. But in the King James, that's the best version you're going to get. Read that.
Luke chapter 21, verse 20. And when ye shall see Jerusalem compassed with armies.
It says when we should see Jerusalem compassed with armies. An army is a war is about to happen, right? So that means both sides got fighting parties. Okay, not just one side. They like to teach you like when they took us from the west coast of Africa, you think we just went willingly? That's something they put in the NIV. They say that you would sell yourself into slavery. That don't even make sense. Right. What man is selling it? If y'all you ever read the NIV? That's the reason why we don't. You asked about the different other Bibles. That's why we only read the King James. Because when you read the NIV, it says you sell yourself into slavery. Who doing that? Ain't nobody doing that. So anyway, we did fight. The problem is that we lost. Right. We lost because we wasn't keeping God's commandments. Go ahead.
Then know that the desolation thereof is nigh.
Know that your destruction is nigh. Okay, read.
Then let them which are in Judea flee to the mountains.
Let them, hey, tell him to come on out here real quick. Let them that are in Judea flee unto the mountains. The mountains, give me give me Matthew chapter 2, verse 13.
You know,
Matthew chapter 2 and verse 13, real quick. What I'm showing y'all right now is that at one time we were in the land of Jerusalem, which is our homeland, okay? And armies, the Roman army, Vespasian and Titus, came and they destroyed Rome. And when they did that, we fled into Africa. That's how our people got into Africa. We are not Africans, okay? We are the Israelites, okay? So we fled from Jerusalem into Africa. And over time, we spread out through Africa, okay? And then Africans, the Hamitic people, sold us to the Grecians. And you can read that in the Bible. All right, I'm just trying to catch y'all up on history, something that they don't teach us in American society. Right. They don't teach us who we truly are. All we know about is the slave ships. Right. What happens before, what type of people were we before the slave ships? None of our people answer that. But guess what? Our history is in the Bible. Go ahead.
This is Matthew chapter 2, verse 13. And when they were departed, behold, the angels of the Lord appeared to Joseph in a dream, saying, arise and take the young child and his mother and flee into Egypt.
And flee where?
Flee into Egypt.
Flee into Egypt. So back when we were reading in Luke and Christ told the Israelites, when you see the armies come and they surround Jerusalem, flee into the mountains. Right here it just explains that the mountains is Egypt. So I'm showing y'all through Bible history that we fled into Africa. So that's how we went from Jerusalem and we got into Africa. Y'all understand? Y'all with me? I just want to make sure y'all understand that. Go back to Luke.
This is Luke chapter 21, verse 20.
Yes, sir.
And when you shall see Jerusalem compassed with armies.
So when the Israelites, the Israelites, the nation of Israel, should see Jerusalem compassed with armies, go ahead.
Then know that the desolation there is nigh.
Know that your destruction is near. And Christ is warning us to get out of Jerusalem. That's why he said, flee unto the mountains, flee unto Egypt. Why? Because we will be able to hide there amongst other dark-skinned people.
Right.
That's how you know Christ. Who is this? Who is this? Let me ask y'all before I go any further into history. Let's catch y'all up to everything. Who is this right here? Help me out, mama. Who is this right here? You don't know? Sis right here walking up. Who is this right here? That's Caesar Borgia. Who does the world say that is? They say that's Jesus. Okay. If this was Jesus, remember Joseph and Mary was told by the angel to go where? To go into where? To go into Egypt. To go into Egypt. So imagine this, who they teach is Jesus in the world. Imagine this guy right here goes into Egypt to hide. How long will he be hidden for? Not too long, right? Because it doesn't make sense. How will this so-called white man be able to hide amongst a nation of black people? That doesn't even make sense. But they push that out here in the earth that Christ is white.
That's right.
Right there, if we just stop listening to people and just use our own minds, we'll be able to realize the lies that we have been told.
Right.
Okay, so I just wanted to speed that up. Go ahead.
This is Luke chapter 21, verse 21. Then let them which are in Judea flee to the mountains, and let them which are in the midst of it depart out.
So let them depart out. Flee unto the mountains, okay? If you have the opportunity, because armies is coming in. They surrounding the whole city of Jerusalem. They sieging it. They stopping the food from coming in. They stopping the water from coming in. So Christ is telling the Israelites, if you have the opportunity, leave Jerusalem, flee it. Go ahead.
Depart out, and let not them that are in the countries enter thereinto.
Don't come back. Don't come back to Jerusalem. Why? Because it's going to be overtaken by the Romans. Who are the Romans? The so-called white man. Okay? And that's why even today they will call themselves the Jews. Because they took our history when they took our land. Yeah, they took our heritage when they took our land. But they are not the Jews. Hold that. Give me Revelation chapter 2 and verse 9. I'm going to show y'all that they are not the true Jews. I'm looking at the true Jews.
That's right.
The true Jews look like you. Remember, a white boy cannot go into Egypt and hide. He wouldn't last long. They'd be like, there you go. He right there. Go ahead, read that. Revelation chapter 2, verse 9.
This is Revelation chapter 2, verse 9. I know thy works and tribulation.
Christ is saying, I know your works, black people, so-called blacks and Hispanics and Native Indians. I know your works. Read it again.
I know thy works and tribulation.
And your tribulation. I know all the things y'all struggle with. I know the poverty y'all living in. I know the oppression that y'all living in. I know the atrocities that you got to continue to deal with living in this captivity today. Okay, the murders, the hangings, the burnings, the shootings, the knee on the neck. All the oppression we got to deal with. I know your tribulation. Go ahead.
And poverty.
And your poverty. Go ahead.
But thou art rich.
But Christ is telling the Israelites, you are rich. You have a rich history. Okay? You are rich. Go ahead. Why? Because the kingdom of heaven belongs to you. Go ahead.
And I know the blasphemy.
And I know the lies. Blasphemy means lies. I know the lies of them.
Of them which say they are Jews.
Who is calling themselves Jews today? Go ahead, mama. Help me out. White folk, right? Mama, who you say? Right here, to my right. You say white folk? What you say, sir? They calling themselves Jews today. Our people ain't walking around saying I'm the Jews. They not saying I'm Jewish. So let's see what else Christ said. This is written in red now. That means Christ speaking. Go ahead.
And the blasphemy of them that say they are Jews and are not.
Hold on. What did Christ say they are not?
And are not.
They are not the Jews. This is Christ. This is written in the Bible. Why are these pastors not telling us this? Why these pastors not letting us know our true identity? Why? Because they are confederate with them.
That's right.
Okay, because they trust in oppression. They are for hire.
Right.
Okay, they pay when they go into these cemetery schools, or how you really say it though? No, but how you really say it? Seminary schools. The seminary schools, they teach them, they let them know what they are allowed to teach. That's how they be able to get these mega churches and these grants. Because they have to teach the doctrine that the so-called white man tells them to get. Go ahead.
I know the blasphemy of them which say they are Jews.
I know the lies of them that say they are Jews.
And are not.
Hold on, what did Christ say?
And are not.
They are not the Jews. Go ahead.
But are the synagogue of Satan.
Christ called them the church of the devil. That's what Christ called them. Christ called them the church of the devil. Why isn't our pastors letting us know this? Now, let me show you what I was at Luke chapter 21, but let me show y'all what the Jews truly look like according to the Bible. So when you get Luke, go to Jeremiah chapter 14 and verse 2. Okay, I'm gonna show y'all what the Israelites and the true Jews really look like. I'm looking at the Jews, but let the Bible prove it. Go ahead.
This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 14 and verse 2. Judah mourneth, and the gates thereof languish.
So Judah is in mourning. Judah is just short for Judah. So the word Jew is just short for one of the 12 tribes of Israel. Is short for Judah. So we come from the nation of Israel, but under that nation there's 12 tribes. Okay, and Judah is just short for Jew. Christ come from the lineage of Judah. So if Christ was on the earth today, he would be considered a so-called African American or American black. He would look just like us. Okay, that's why he was able to hide. That's why Joseph and Mary was able to take Christ and hide amongst the Egyptians, because they were dark-skinned. How you get a white boy out of that? You ain't getting no white boy out of that. It's high time we wake up out of our sleep, wake up out of these lies. Remember what Christ called them? He said they are I know the blasphemy, which means lies. I know the lies of them which say they are Jews and are not. They are not Jews, but they are the church or the synagogue of the devil. That's right. That's what this so-called white man is. He is the church of the devil. That's why he can hang you, kill you, shoot you, put your knee on the neck, and he always get away with it.
That's right.
Go ahead. What I got you on? Read it again.
Judah mourneth, and the gates thereof languish.
Judah mourneth, and the gates thereof languish. The gates, let me see. Ain't no gates around here. Like anyway, y'all know what a gate is. A gate is to protect you from something, okay? The gates of this right here will be talking about our leadership. What leadership do we have today? We ain't got none. What Reverend Al Sharpton doing for us? Nothing. What Jesse Jackson doing for us? Nothing. What these churches doing? What these pastors? What Creflo Dollar doing for us? Nothing. T.D. Jakes? Nothing. Whitem, how you say her name? Juanita Bidums. What's she doing for us? Nothing. Ain't none of them are except taking your money. Y'all go to church, y'all get a concert and go home with the same messed up mindset that we always had. That's why we continue to stay in the ghettos. That's why we're in the slums. That's why we hate each other. That's why we don't treat each other with brotherly love. Okay, that's why our men is not marrying our women. Instead, they treating them like jump-offs and sneaky links. The women committing abortions. All this stuff happening because we do not know who we truly are.
That's right.
That's what we're trying to show y'all, that we are the true Israelites. We are the true Jews of the Bible. And they look like what? Read it again.
Judah mourneth, and the gates thereof languish. They are black.
Hold on. The tribe of Judah is what?
They are black.
The Jews are what?
They are black.
You hear that? The Jews are black. That's why Christ. That's in there. Hold on, let the brother see it. Come here. Let me see. Let go. I got you. Come here. He ain't want to let it go. Come here for a second. I want to show it to you. Yeah. There you go. Read it. Read it. You see that? You see that right there? Read it again for him.
Judah mourneth. The gates thereof languish. They are black unto the ground.
They are black. The tribe of Judah is black unto the ground. So guess what? If the tribe of Judah is black, that means all his brothers is black. Benjamin, Levi, the whole nation of Israel is black. Y'all understand that? What do y'all think Moses looked like? Let's show him. Remember, what's that? Exodus? Yes, sir. Remember, we said that Christ, Joseph and Mary took the baby Christ into Egypt to hide. Christ told the Israelites to flee into Egypt to hide amongst other black nations. What was Moses? Like where did he live among when he was younger? Y'all remember the story of Moses? Yeah. So whose house did he live among when he was young? He lived in Pharaoh's house. Pharaoh was an Egyptian, right? Okay, so what did the ancient Egyptians look like?
Wake them up.
Black. So when we watched the movie 10 Commandments with Charleston Heston, y'all remember that movie? What did they depict him as? Say that, mama, that's walking away? They depict him as a white man. Charleston Heston. That's more lies. Remember, Christ said, I know the blasphemy, I know the lies of them that say they are Jews and are not. but is the synagogue the church of the devil.
That's right.
A devil is a deceiver. Devil means to deceive. And guess who he's deceiving? The hidden ones, the lost sheep. You are the hidden ones. You are the lost sheep. You're the ones that need to be resurrected and raised back up to who you truly are, to your true identity. Y'all understand? Go ahead, read that again. Oh, no, I'm sorry.
This is the book of Exodus, chapter 2 and verse 16. Now the priest of Midian has 7 daughters, and they came and drew water, and filled the troughs to water their father's flock.
So these 7 daughters was going to the well to draw water for their father's house, okay? These daughters, go ahead.
And the shepherds came and drove them away. But when Moses stood up...
So now shepherds came and drove the daughters away from the well, okay? But Moses witnessed this thing, okay? This is already after he left Egypt, okay? So he witnessed the shepherds pretty much bullying these women, okay? Go ahead.
Moses stood up and helped them and watered their flock.
So Moses helped them. He defended them. He stood up for these sisters. Go ahead.
And when they came to Reuel, their father, he said, how is that ye are come so soon today?
So the father of the women said, how did y'all come? He usually sends them out, and it takes them a certain amount of time. But for some reason, this time they came back a lot faster. So they like, yo, he like, yo, how you get back so fast? Go ahead.
And they said,
and this is what the daughter said unto the father, Reuel. Go ahead.
An Egyptian.
Who?
An Egyptian.
Who?
Egyptian. Delivered us out of the hand of the shepherds.
See that? Remember, Moses was a Hebrew though. Remember his remember back in Exodus 1, Pharaoh told, because they were scared that the Hebrews were going to start to rise up and multiply over them. So they thought that they were going to, just like right now, yes sir. It's no new thing under the sun. We are still in our captivity. This here in America is the new Egypt, okay? And they want to keep us down. So remember, Pharaoh told the midwives to kill all the newborn sons of the Hebrews, right? So the mom of Moses put Moses inside of a basket. He went down the river, and one of the sisters, I want to say, one of the handmaids of Pharaoh found Moses. Pharaoh, not knowing who exactly that child belonged to, he ended up raising Moses up to be like one of his children. Moses has status in Egypt. So when Moses fled out of Egypt, okay, he still had what? He still had the language of the Egyptians. So he spoke like an Egyptian. He still had the attire of an Egyptian. And guess what else? He still had the skin of the Egyptians. So when the father asks, how did you come back so soon? They said, an Egyptian saved us. But really, he's an Israelite. An Israelite, you understand that? So my point in going here is to show y'all what did Moses truly look like. What does he really look like? Black. Moses was a black man. So the Jews are black. Moses was black. Let's get Job. What y'all think Job looked like? I'm gonna show y'all this color all throughout the Bible, but we are not being taught these in these modern day churches. We are not to be Baptist. We are not to be Pentecostal, Seventh-day Adventist, Mormon, Catholic. We are not to be these things. You can't find none of those things in the Bible, but we are the Israelites. You hear that? You know that, mama? We are the Israelites. It's high time that we wake up out of our sleep. It's high time that we embrace our true identity. It's high time that our men wear the manly beards on their faces. It's time that our women wear their natural hair, okay? And dress in the way God told them to dress. Let's go.
This is the book of Job, chapter 30 and verse 30. My skin is black upon me.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. When is the last time you heard that read in your church? Why are the black pastors that claim that they love us and care about us is not letting us know that this is our book? This is our history. This is our identity. This is who we truly are. Read it again. What does Job look like?
My skin is black upon me.
Job said, my skin is black upon me. You understand that? So the Jews are black. Job is black. Moses is black. Let's get Christ. Let's see what Christ looked like. Come on.
This is the book of Revelation, chapter 1 and verse 14. Verse 1. The revelation of Jesus Christ.
This is, y'all gonna get some revealing today. This is the revealing of Jesus Christ. No longer are we gonna go home teaching our children that he looked like that. And I'm not saying y'all did that, but in our mindsets, because we have not been taught the truth, that is really what we think. Okay, when we pray at night, you pray to a white Jesus because you follow his customs. Okay, and we're not even able to tell our people what the truth is because we have never been taught it ourselves. Exactly, that's the point. We have never been taught the truth ourselves. That's why in John chapter 8, verse 32, it says, you shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free. You're going to be free from the bondage of all these lies that the church, the synagogue of the devil, the synagogue of Satan, the lies they have been told. You're going to be free from those lies. Okay, because now today you're going to know the truth of who you truly are. Go ahead.
The revelation of Jesus Christ, which God gave unto him to show unto his servants things which must shortly come to pass.
So this is John the Revelator. He's going to show unto his servants things that must shortly come to pass. Read.
And he sent and signified it by his angels unto his servant John, who bear record of...
Who bear record. When you bear record of something, you record it. You write it down. That's what he did in the book. He's bearing record of what Christ really looked like. Go ahead.
Who bear record of the word of God.
Because they knew that a false Christ will resonate throughout the earth. Okay, and this will be taught throughout the earth. They knew that. So they knew that Christ had to be revealed unto us again in the latter days. Come on, brother. Come on out here and find out who you truly are. Come on.
And of the testimony of Jesus Christ.
Watch this. Let me ask you real quick before I go on. Let me ask you, sir. Who is this right here? Who? Right here with the. Don't go nowhere, mama. Who's that right there?
I got one.
Who's that right there?
That's my God.
That's your God?
That's my God.
That's your God.
That's my God.
Your God look. Hey, hold on. Your God. Hold on. Let me show you something. Let me say something. Hold that up for me. So your God, I want y'all to pay attention now. Your God look like the same people that whipped your back.
Bring it on.
Your God look like the same people that put yokes of iron upon your neck. That's what you're trying to tell me? Your God look like the same people that put you on chains and shackles and brought you over here on slave ships. That's what you're trying to tell me? You want me to believe that as a young man? You want me to believe that? Huh? Who is what? This is your people. This is what this devil have done to your people. You don't believe that? Hold on, you don't know your history as an old man? As an older man, you can put it down. As an older man, you don't know your history? But let's get it out the Bible since you don't believe it. But you believe in the Bible though, right? Let's see what Christ looked like. Give me verse 14. Don't go nowhere. I see you backpedaling, but you ain't going backpedal out of these scriptures. What you think Christ looked like, sir? He looked like us. Why does your man know that and you don't know that? You got the nerve to say that this devil that's killing us every day, he our God. Come on, man. It's high time you wake up out of that thing. We not going for the okie doke no longer. These lies are being stomped out and rooted out. No more lies unto the Israelites. Go ahead, give me verse 14.
Revelations chapter 1 and verse 14. His head and his hairs were white like wool.
Who has wool hair on the earth? I'm looking at wool hair. Wool hair. Wool hair. The black man has wool hair on the earth. So does Jesus the Christ. Come on.
As white as snow. And his eyes were as a flame of fire. And his feet.
And his feet. I can see mama's feet. So if I see her feet, I can see that it's brown. When I look up to her wrist and her arms and her hands, I can see that it's the same color. So if I look at Christ's feet and they say Christ's feet look like what? Go ahead.
And his feet like unto fine brass.
What color's brass, my brother walking up? What color's brass? Brown. Brass is brown. But not just brown. Let's go a little bit deeper. Go ahead.
As if they burn in a furnace.
Mama, if I burn anything in a furnace, what color is it going to become? Black. If you burn white toast, white rice, anything, it will become black. So Jesus the Christ is a black man. He is not this pale-skinned devil right here that's been telling you lies since you was a little youngster.
That's right.
You understand that thing? You still shaking your head. How you still shaking your head when we saying that Christ looked like you? Give me Daniel. What do you think God looks like? Go ahead, read that.
This is the book of John, chapter 14 and verse 8. Philip said unto him, Lord, show us the Father.
Y'all listening? Philip said unto him, show us the Father. Go ahead.
Philip said unto him, Lord, show us the Father, and it sufficient us.
It suffices us.
Jesus said unto him, have I been so long time with you?
So Christ said unto him, has it been so long since I've been with you or haven't been with you? Go ahead.
And yet hast thou not known me? Philip, he that has seen me, have seen the Father.
So what is Christ saying? If you've seen me, Christ, then you have seen the Father. Because a lot of times, our sons, our young sons, look just like us.
Right.
So Christ saying the same thing. If you've seen me, you have seen the Father. Because he looked... Huh?
I am your Father.
No, Christ is not the Father. Christ is not... We're gonna get that if that's what you're thinking. Christ is not the Father, but he does look like his Father.
Right.
That's what he's saying right here.
Right.
I look like my Father. Let's see what the Father looks like. Give me Daniel. So we read that the Jews are black, right? We read that Job is black. We read that Moses is black. We read that Christ is black. Now let's see what God looks like. Now God the Father. So when you read in 1 Corinthians, just so you understand, I want to get that next because it's something out of 1 Corinthians. Because this is a Bible of repentance. This is a Bible of change if you want to get the kingdom of heaven. So let's read this first. Go ahead.
This is the book of Daniel, chapter...
You need to stay and listen. You don't need to just hear me. You need to stay and listen, absorb, and understand. Come on.
This is the book of Daniel, chapter 7 and verse 9. I beheld till the thrones were cast down, and the Ancient of Days.
Hold on now. The Ancient of Days. The Ancient of Days is who, mama? Who you think, sir? What's your name? I don't want to keep going. What's your name? James? Oh, good game. Good name. What's your name, mama? Emma? James and Emma. Sir, right here. It said the Ancient of Days. What's your name? Kendrick? Kendrick. It said the Ancient of Days did sit. What does it mean when you say Ancient of Days? Huh? Say one.
Days from the past.
Days from the past. Give me a little bit more. Help me out. Give me a little bit more. That's all you got?
Long term, man.
Hey, what do you think it means?
Long.
Ancient of Days. When something's Ancient of Days, it's before days, it's after days, it has no time. Which means that has to be, it's talking about God. It's talking about the Father. The Ancient of Days. Read it again.
I beheld till the thrones were cast down, and the Ancient of Days did sit.
And God did sit. So God is not no puff of smoke. He had a body. You need a buttocks to be able to sit down. Okay? They're not teaching us in these churches. They're not teaching us that. They're telling you God is a puff of smoke. God is a spirit. Okay? God has a body. And if he has a body, he has features. That's why when Christ came on the earth, he said, I look like my Father.
Right.
Okay, go ahead.
Whose garment was white as snow.
Now a garment is the attire that you have on. If he has on a garment, it still makes fact to the point that he has a body. Okay, go ahead.
And the hair of his head.
Now he has a head, and he has hair on that head. Let's see what type of hair he has on that head. Go ahead.
Like the pure wool.
Like the what?
Pure wool.
What kind of hair did Christ say he had? Wool, right? Christ said he had wool hair. Remember, he said, if you seen me, meaning Christ, I look like the Father. Okay, if you seen me, you seen the Father. And we read that Christ has wool hair. Now we're reading that the Ancient of Days, or God, has wool hair. Go ahead.
His throne was like the fiery flame, and his wheels as burning fire. A fiery stream is issued and came forth from before him.
Okay, that's all I wanted. So you understand that? So God, or Christ, looks just like the Father, which we were made in the image of God.
Right.
So guess what? That's why I said our women shouldn't be rocking these other people's hair. They should love their own hair, okay? We shouldn't be bleaching our skin. Why? Because we were made in the image of God, which was a black man. And his son, Jesus the Christ, which was a black man. And Job, which was a black man. And the Jews, which was a black man. I ain't gonna go too far, but I can even show you that the angels are black. Matter of fact, give me that in Ezekiel. What do y'all think the angels look like? Huh? Now you're saying that just because I went through it? Or you watch this. We're going to show you what the angels look like.
This is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 1 and verse 6. And every one had 4 faces.
So this is describing the angels. Every one of them have 4 faces, read.
And every one had 4 wings. And their feet were straight, was like the like the sole of a calf foot.
So these are the angels that they're describing. This isn't no human being. These are angels that's being described here. Read.
And they sparkled like the color of burnished brass.
See that? And they sparkle like the color of burnished brass. That's the color of their skin. But that was the point. That's the point. That they had burnished brass skin. Okay, that's what the angels look like.
What is a nation? Nation is family. Nation is community. Nation is men leading by example. Nation is women's support. Nation is children with role models. Nation is unity. Nation is